Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Well, the weather impact tonight is about a warning for tomorrow and a warm-up for the weekend. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez, but hold on, you'll still need that blanket at least for tonight.
And tomorrow morning, you're likely to be saying TGIF, only this time you're going to mean totally going into freezing mode.
Oh, okay. That was a quick acronym there. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank for a first look at the forecast. Hi, Rachel.
I like that. I'm totally going to steal that. Yeah, temperatures tomorrow morning starting off in the 20s again for most of the state, near 30 degrees for Waterbury and for New Haven as we head towards daybreak tomorrow. But it's another cool start to the day before those temperatures start to warm up again. But let's talk about those warnings that they mentioned. One is a coastal flood advisory. It is in effect from tonight right through tomorrow afternoon, because during high tide tonight, which is right now, and also 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, water levels could come up about a foot higher than they typically do. So don't park your car in an area that can sometimes flood. That's for New Haven and Fairfield counties. And surprise, surprise, yet another red flag warning. I feel like these are in effect almost every day now. You know the drill, an enhanced risk for brush fires because we will see a bit of a breeze tomorrow. Temperatures right now are in the 30s to right around 40 degrees. Satellite and radar showing clouds and yes, some showers, but unfortunately these zip right below us and miss us entirely. Go figure. Low temperatures tonight in the 20s to right around 30 degrees. Any early clouds break for sunshine. We're near 50 degrees by lunchtime, and we're looking at highs in the upper 50s to right around 60 as we head through the afternoon. Then we're talking about even warmer temperatures for the weekend. Your full forecast coming up.
All right, Rachel, thank you. New here at 10 tonight, we have a follow-up on a story we first told you about earlier this week, a situation for Stop and Shop customers that's only growing worse.
Take a look at what we found inside one supermarket. Refrigerators, once full of food, now bare. More store shelves are empty all across this Stop and Shop.
And all this with Thanksgiving 2 weeks from today. The reason for the shortages involves a cybersecurity issue that's impacting truck shipments. Fox 61's Kay Pattyfoot talked with disappointed shoppers tonight.
Stop and Shop officials say an IT outage is the reason behind empty shelves at some locations, leaving many shoppers struggling to find what they need.
Bare shelves in there. The chicken is gone. There's very little amount of meat left. You can see that they're trying to put up stuff for Thanksgiving, but like stuffing was all I really saw.
Stop and Shop customers have noticed the same thing when they're heading inside to make a grocery run.
We came the other day and we needed chicken and stuff like that. They didn't have a very good selection. Everything that was there wasn't the best.
These shortages are all because of IT system outages, according to the chain. Green signs can be found around the stores that read, IT system outages are affecting some of our behind-the-scenes applications. Product deliveries may be slightly delayed. And from the looks of these shelves, they are delayed all right.
No fruit. No fruit. We have to actually go somewhere else to go get blueberries because our mornings are full of fruit. Also baby food. There was some baby food missing for pouches.
We were here for vegetables as well. We couldn't really find what we needed. Coffee, just random things like that.
It's unclear what the issue is and when it could be resolved. Stop and Shop's parent company, Ahold Delhaize, says it's working on fixing the cybersecurity issue. They also released the following in a statement. This includes taking some systems offline to help protect them. This issue and subsequent mitigating actions have affected services, including a number of pharmacies and certain e-commerce operations.
It's just sad because it's hard right now already trying to buy groceries and trying to shop around, and if you find good prices for some stuff, and now they don't even have it on the shelf.
Stop and Shop spokesperson Jen Brogan said there are no issues with online orders, just online prescriptions. In Bristol, Kay Pattyfoot, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Kay, thank you. To a developing story now that we brought you earlier as breaking news this evening on Fox 61, a house fire in Avon. A video shot tonight by a member of our Fox 61 team shows the flames through the heavily wooded neighborhood on Timber Lane. We're told the fire started in the garage just after 5. The flames spread not just to the house, but also to power lines that came down, sparking a small brush fire as well. Now, Eversource turned off power in that neighborhood as a precaution, but the roads in the area are now reopened. We're told one person was home at the time, but no one was injured, and the cause of the fire is under investigation tonight.
We're following another developing story, a deadly crash in Berlin involving a pickup truck and a sedan. Police say one of the drivers crossed the center yellow line on Christian Lane and smashed head-on into an oncoming vehicle, suffering serious injuries. That driver, we're told, died. The other was not as seriously hurt. Christian Lane between the Route 9 ramp and Deming Road was shut down for an investigation, but has since reopened.
And new at 10 tonight, an Enfield man faces charges for his 3rd DUI offense. Police pulled over 54-year-old Anthony Benvenuto on I-91 in Hartford earlier this morning. They tell us Benvenuto failed standardized field sobriety testing and was arrested. Police later learned Benvenuto was arrested just a few days earlier for the same reason. He's being held tonight on $25,000 bond and is scheduled to appear in Hartford Superior Court tomorrow.
Well, tonight a federal judge has ordered a hearing into the sale of Alex Jones's Infowars to the parody website The Onion.
Now, that bankruptcy judge ordered this hearing after Jones and his lawyers raised questions about how the auction was conducted. They allege the trustee overseeing today's auction in Texas changed the process only days before, but the families of the Sandy Hook shooting victims say they support and back this sale. Fox 61 political reporter Emma Wolfhorst has been following developments all day.
Just hours after this announcement, the Infowars website was shut down. The Sandy Hook families have been trying to silence Jones, and their lawyer now says, quote, true accountability meant an end to Infowars and an end to Jones's ability to spread lies.
It's just poetic justice.
Thursday, satirical news outlet The Onion announced it successfully acquired Alex Jones's Infowars.
This is turning a chapter on a very, very painful moment.
Jones owes more than $1 billion in defamation suit compensation to the families of the 2012 Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting after he falsely claimed the shooting was a hoax.
The families are so relieved. The misinformation, the painful, cruel misinformation that has been visited upon them will be staunched.
The families of 8 Sandy Hook victims and 1 first responder backed a bid by The Onion to purchase Infowars' intellectual property, including its website, customer lists and inventory, certain social media accounts, and production equipment. The Connecticut families even agreed to forego a portion of their recovery to increase the overall value of The Onion's bid. The exact price has not been released. In a statement, Chris Mattei, attorney for the Connecticut plaintiffs, said, quote, by divesting Jones of Infowars' assets, the families and the team at The Onion have done a public service and will meaningfully hinder Jones' ability to do more harm. Infowars has long fueled misinformation and conspiracy theories, but now The Onion says it's changing that. The outlet says it will be working with the gun violence prevention organization Everytown for Gun Safety to turn Infowars into a site of humor, relaunching in the new year.
What we will basically be trying to do through this new alliance is reach all Americans. And the truth is that Americans believe in gun safety. They believe in common sense. Everytown and The Onion together will open a new chapter on Infowars, and a chapter that is devoted to the issue of gun safety.
Jones says he does plan to file legal challenges against the sale. In the studio, Emma Wolfhorst, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Emma, thank you. Tonight, an animal shelter in Hamden is asking for your help as the staff there provides around-the-clock care for a dog that almost didn't make it.
The rescue's called Where the Love Is, and that's where this 8-year-old dog named Ryder is tonight. He's getting better every single day. Fox 61's Julie LeBlanc has the story.
One of the people here at the shelter says Ryder was found in the worst condition she's ever seen. And now they need the public's help to bring her back to her lively self. Before we show you how Ryder is doing, we want to warn our viewers. Some of the images are disturbing.
Are you a good girl?
The staff here at Where the Love Is Animal Rescue are rallying around Ryder. Whoa! An 8-year-old pit bull mix now getting around-the-clock care at an animal hospital and foster home after being found in dire condition at a house in Hamden last month.
It is believed that she was left outside with little to no shelter based on her condition for a length of time. Clearly has not been fed.
Julia Pisani says the shelter got information about Ryder from other animal advocates and acted immediately. She says Ryder was found emaciated and dehydrated and was rushed to an animal hospital. Then a serious wound was discovered.
She spent all of her time at the hospital in the ICU, trying to get her to a stable point and being really cautious of, potential infection.
Monday, Ryder was released from the hospital. She's at home with the foster family, but returns back to the vet every 2 days.
She's starting to have a little bit more personality come out, but all good things. I mean, she had her first bark and she is up and walking. She's able to support her weight. Her tail wags nonstop.
It's a situation those at Desmond's Army say they're seeing more often, with each case seemingly getting more severe.
The amount of animals being abandoned is unfathomable. The intention behind that is quite frightening.
But when it comes to Ryder, the shelter has spent $15,000 and counting to keep her alive. But they'll do whatever it takes.
We're really doing everything we can, and the number keeps growing, but we definitely, if there's anything about this rescue group, we will not stop until she is 100% healthy.
Now, Pisani says they've raised $3,000 to care for Ryder so far, but they need a lot more help. And we'll show you how on Fox61.com. In the meantime, we're told that authorities are investigating this case. We are in Hamden. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.